when the roots are strong, the tree is strong, is all what Intention Monday is about today. And we're talking about roots of resilience, drawing strength from nature. And again, just tapping into our ongoing series around how we can learn lessons from nature, which is surrounding us all the time, and pull it in for our week ahead for business. How can we get really intentional about who we're being for our clients, for our community, for the people that we serve? So I want to start by talking about building really strong foundations. There is a saying from the Karate Kid, if you've ever seen the original movies, where Mr. Miyagi, who is the older mentor character, talks about these bonsai trees, which are Japanese in origin, and they become damaged. And what he tells this young student, Daniel's son, is because the roots are strong, the tree will survive. And there's something to be said about that, which we can draw in, not only for business, there are lots of applications to business which we're going to talk about, but also for our lives as well. Can you imagine the power inside of that saying, where if the roots are strong, the tree is strong? There is a depth inside of that. So I'm really excited to be talking about this today. And what are the roots for our business? What are the roots for our own lives? And how can we strengthen these? How can we nourish them? How can we water them? How can we make sure that we give these roots the nurturing that they need for them to be able to create a tree that really thrives? We're going to be looking at that as well. So there is this whole idea of these underground system of roots that we don't see. And so trees have their root system underground. Now, in some cases, you can see roots because the ground has been dug away around the tree. But in most cases, you can't see. And that represents the inner work that we want to be doing on ourselves as business owners, personal development journey that we really could all be taking on, where we're continuously growing, continuously striving for something more. And it's a beautiful journey because the journey is much more important than the actual destination. The destination may be that we want to build a thriving business with a great client base, which provides us amazing levels of revenues. And the journey in the lead up to that is the transformational piece in itself. It's something that I'm really starting to see for myself as I go through this journey. So these Intention Mondays have been running for a period of a year. And my entire reason for starting this was a birthday gift to myself around how I want to set my week up. And so the first one took place at the end of March last year, and this just continues to go through. And what's been powerful about Intention Mondays is really helping me to set up my week with a specific theme. And this week, I really want to talk about the inner work. What's the inner work that we're doing in order to be able to get us the results that we're looking for? So there's a power there. And then we can cross-apply that inner work that we're doing into building emotional resilience in sales. See, that inner work, which are in fact our roots, can then be applied to emotional resilience. And emotional resilience, where do we need that? In sales. Sales is something that we cannot avoid, unfortunately, as a business owner. Now, a lot of people don't like to use the word sales. A lot of people don't like to come across salesy. A lot of people talk about sales without the ickiness. That is all a relationship to the word sales. See, if you look at a tree, it doesn't have any bias. It doesn't have any judgment. It just continues to be resilient. You can take off a branch of a tree and it will just in time regrow it, providing it's got nurturing from the sun, providing it's got an adequate amount of water through the rain. It's going to regrow that branch. There's nothing you can do to stop a tree. It just has that resilience. Its nature is to continue to grow and continue to thrive and continue to strive as well. So again, if you look at a tree, we're talking about roots, but if you look at a tree which is born off its roots, A tree always strives. Its branches look to go towards the sun. It continues that journey of striving. Now, there's no tree that's ever going to reach the sun. Not physically possible. Yet it doesn't stop it from giving it everything it's got. Again, look at the nature of the tree. The nature of the tree is to strive, is to do its best, is to give it everything it's got. It doesn't know that it's never going to reach the sun. It just continues to push its branches, its leaves towards the sun that's nurturing it with all of that light and that warmth and that energy and feeding it so that it can continue to grow and thrive. It's incredibly powerful when you think about it. In the same way, what is our goal? What is our target? What's the big vision we want to see realized in the world? And we may not get to that vision. It may be such a big vision, it may not even happen in this lifetime or happen at all. And yet the journey in the lead up to the vision is transformative in itself. Isn't that powerful? Doesn't that give you that emotional resilience to push through? It definitely does for me. So I'm going to be reaching out to all of my potential clients this week and talking to them about the possibility we can create for their coaching business. Because I genuinely believe, seeing all the results that I've gotten with my existing clients, that we can affect a change, create a community, and create a higher vibration for coaches really charging their worth. I want to see all coaches out there charging their worth. That may never happen, but that's my son. And I'm just that tree that's striving in the lead up to that bigger vision. I can't do it myself as well. A tree needs a team. And what's the team that the tree has? It's the sun, the rain. It is all of the oxygen that it breathes in, the oxygen around it. It's the carbon dioxide that it lets go of and breathes out. Sorry, other way around. It's the carbon dioxide that it breathes in, and it's the oxygen that it breathes out. So this tree has a team all the way around it, and it just continues to strive, just continues to grow. And so there's something to be said about adaptability through solid core values, because for me, our roots are really our core values. What are the things that we stand for? Now, if the tree represents our business and the sun represents the business's bigger vision, then what the roots are the values of that business. And what are the values of the business? That's something that needs a lot of clarity on as well, because the values of a business are going to attract the tribe, are going to attract the community, are going to attract team to be all around us. And there's a lot of power inside of that. When we get this deep clarity for what our own brand is about, we stop hiding behind things. We let go of those inauthenticities that no longer serve us, and we get to stand in the power of our own brands and really get that out there. And I've seen this far too much, where other coaches who have so much potential just hide behind other brands because it's safe to do that, and they never really get that song out that's in them. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because I really believe that what Brendan Burchard talks about a lot, which is at the end of our lives, we ask these three questions. Did I live? Did I love? Did I matter? And if we want to matter, then let's leave something behind. Let's play a bigger game. Let's get out there in the world and make the difference that we are capable of making. So I'd love to know what you're taking away from Intention Monday this week. What are you going to take from this and really apply into your business? And the final thing that I really want to talk about is this continuous growth and innovation. See, in business, we can't stay static. We can't just create a set of products and just be like, okay, that's it. We're not going to do anything else. No, there's a constant innovation tied in with the tree, constantly growing. It doesn't stop growing. The tree doesn't get to a certain height and say, you know what, kind of had enough now. I'm really just going to not grow anymore. I'm not going to take in any more water into my roots. I'm not going to just pause and stand still in the wind, no matter how strong the wind comes across. I'm not going to just stand still. A tree has this flexibility, and that flexibility gives it the power, it gives it adaptability. It gives it this idea of continuous growth. And so let's innovate in our business as well. Let's keep listening to what our market is talking about and what the need is of the hour, and adapt to that. So let me know what you're taking away from Intention Monday this week. My name's Rishi Patel. I'm the founder of Selling in Alignment, where I work with coaches and consultants to reprice and package their services so they can discover and live their purpose. Until the next time, keep selling in alignment.